This episode is brought to you by Netflix. Tonight, witness the end of an era. John Cena takes center stage for his final appearance ever on Monday Night Raw. One last match, one unforgettable farewell. Celebrate the legacy of a true WWE legend. Don't miss John Cena's farewell moment. Monday Night Raw, tonight at 8 p.m. Eastern Time, 5 p.m. Pacific Time, only on Netflix. Witness the moment everyone will be talking about.
This podcast is brought to you by Carvana. Carvana makes car selling fast and easy from start to finish. Enter your license plate or VIN and get a real offer in seconds, down to the penny. If you accept, Carvana will come pick up your car from your driveway. Or you can drop it off at one of our car vending machines. Either way, you get paid instantly. It's fast, transparent, and 100% online. Car selling that saves your time. That's Carvana.
Carvana.
Pickup fees may apply.
This is Whipping It Out with Anthony Cumia on the Red Apple Podcast Network. Now, here's Anthony Cumia.
Hello, everybody. It's Anthony Cumia, and we're whipping out free speech. Just whipping it right out. How you doing? Today, I want to talk a little bit about Hollywood. Da 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 da. Hollywood. These people are supposed to, I guess, have some type of influence over the American people. You know, they were amazing once upon a time. People looked at Hollywood celebrities as special people. They were better than the rest of us, weren't they? The glitterati. They'd be on talk shows, and you'd stay up late to watch what they had to say. And now it's just, you listen to them, and they're destroying their legacy, their film legacy, music legacy. And I just have a couple here I want to kind of comment on. Bob De Niro, of course. Bob, I call him Bob. Robert De Niro. He's called Trump a racist, abusive coward, an idiot. And he has said he wants to punch him. He did it the whole, he's a mutt. I'll take him out back. Bobby, the old tough guy, Jimmy Conway from Goodfellas. It's that isn't you anymore. No one thinks of you like that. You're not a tough guy. He's one that has really destroyed his film legacy. Just amazing films over the course of the years. You still watch them, but every time you put on one of his movies, you just go like, "Oh, this guy," and you remember, how great he was, and it's tainted by what an asshole Robert De Niro is. Another one, author Stephen King. Stephen King criticized Trump on social media, calls him thin-skinned racist and a danger to the United States. Another guy who had this amazing legacy, writing some great stories that were turned into some of the greatest films. Shawshank Redemption is amazing. The Stand? I loved that book, The Stand. And then other movies like Carrie, some of his horror movies were just fantastic. Legacy destroyed. And it is affecting him as far as dollars and cents go, because he just put out a movie based on one of his stories, and it just tanked, just completely tanked. The Shining, you look at The Shining. His version stunk. Kubrick's version was amazing. Stephen King never knew to just give your story away and leave it alone. Every movie based on one of his books that he had something to do with was garbage. And every other movie that he just kind of gave his story to a writer that punched it up or changed it a little, director like Stanley Kubrick, just made amazing movies out of his stories. So yeah, sit back, enjoy the money and the notoriety, and keep your yap shut. Every time he says something criticizing Trump or Republicans, people bring up the fact that he had a really degenerate part in the book It about young kids having sex, and it was very graphic. And yeah, he's a writer, but how do you come up with shit like that, Stephen? Rosie O'Donnell, we all know Rosie O'Donnell has a personal vendetta against Donald Trump. He, one of the greatest moments in debate history was when Donald Trump was asked, had he called women things like slob. The accusation was that he calls women slobs. And he said, no, just Rosie O'Donnell. And the place came apart. Everyone just started laughing. Even Megyn Kelly, who asked the question, started laughing at that. So Rosie has like a personal problem with Donald Trump. He's ragged her for so long. I think, in my opinion, Rosie seems like a person that has mental issues, mental problems. But she calls him a pedophile. She obviously the usual racist nonsense. She went off to Ireland after he was elected this time around. She did not want to be in America that had Donald Trump as the president. So I'll give her that credit because a lot of other people have said they were going to leave and they didn't. Rosie picked up her fat ass and off she went to Ireland. I often tell the Irish people that we apologize. Rosie, I believe, is the worst thing the United States has ever dropped on another country. Yes. I guess Ellen DeGeneres and Portia de Rossi, they left. They went to the United Kingdom. Eva Longoria splits her time between Mexico and España, having called the U.S. dystopian. Really? Is it really dystopian? And the things that are dystopian about America has to do with things the left have done, the policies of the Democrats and the ridiculous left wing. James Cameron, he's based in New Zealand. I don't know. Was that really? He has no plans to return to the U.S., observing a turn away from everything decent in the country. James Cameron hasn't really spoke up enough to ruin his legacy. He's made some amazing movies. Barbara Streisand and Sharon Stone both had mentioned considering moving away to other countries if Trump won, but I guess they haven't. But Rosie picked up and left. Oh, and by the way, when she left her adopted daughter here in the United States in a jail cell. She adopted her when she was very young. Think Joan Crawford, like Mommy Dearest, her young daughter Tina. If you watch the amazingly hilarious movie Mommy Dearest, she just adopted her as kind of publicity thing, as a thing, a little tchotchke, a pocketbook dog, but only it's a child. So Rosie had a daughter that she adopted when she was very young and raised her in an environment that I can't imagine how horrific it would be. A mother like Rosie, her outspoken lesbian relationships, and the daughter ended up becoming a drug addict, got in a lot of trouble, and went to jail. And Rosie, the adopted mother, really getting in there, really taking responsibility and saying, maybe I made some mistakes raising this child. And she did the right thing, picked up everything and moved thousands of miles away to another country, leaving that daughter in jail. You're noticing a little trend here that these people, these celebrities that we celebrate and they tell you how to live your life, that they are pieces of shit. Are you putting that together? I hope so.
It's easy to get stuck reaching for the same familiar fruits and vegetables, even when you know a colorful variety is key. Balance of Nature's fruits and veggie supplements don't replace fruits and vegetables, but it makes it easy to add more variety to what you already eat. With 31 ingredients that are whole fruits and vegetables, switching it up is easy because we've already taken care of the hard part. Go to balanceofnature.com and get a free fiber and spice supplement, plus 35% off your first set as a new preferred customer by using discount code POD.
Running a business comes with a lot of what-ifs. But luckily, there's a simple answer to them. Shopify. It's the commerce platform behind millions of businesses, including Thrive Cosmetics and Momofuku. And it'll help you with everything you need. From website design and marketing to boosting sales and expanding operations, Shopify can get the job done and make your dream a reality. Turn those what-ifs into... Sign up for your $1 per month trial at shopify.com/special offer.
¿Hablas español?
Sprichst du Deutsch?
Kann du Norsk?
If you used Babbel, you would. Babbel's conversation-based techniques teaches you useful words and phrases to get you speaking quickly about the things you actually talk about in the real world, with lessons handcrafted by over 200 language experts and voiced by real native speakers. Babbel is like having a private tutor in your pocket. Start speaking with Babbel today. Get up to 55% off your Babbel subscription right now at babbel.com/Spotify. Spelled BABBEL.com/Spotify. Rules and restrictions may apply.
I turned off news altogether.
I hate to say it, but I don't trust much of anything.
It's the rage bait.
It feels like it's trying to divide people.
If we got clear facts, maybe we can calm down a little.
NBC News brings you clear reporting. Let's meet at the facts. Let's move forward from there. NBC News, reporting for America.
And then we have our late night guys, Jimmy Kimmel, Stephen Colbert, and Seth Meyers. Late night television has just turned into more of the propaganda machine of the left that the mainstream media is, the what they call news. These hosts go out there on a nightly basis and just try to pound the left-wing agenda into the viewers' heads. And the result have been record low ratings. No one is watching Jimmy Kimmel, Stephen Colbert, or Seth Meyers. It's a bore fest, first of all. Secondly, people don't want to be sit down in front of a TV and be chastised and yelled at and having a finger shaked in their face about how horrible they are because they support a certain politician or political party or ideology. So, they've just constantly criticized Trump and the Republicans. And, low ratings. Colbert is canceled already. He's just riding out the rest of the deal. And Jimmy Kimmel was suspended. His ratings were terrible. He had a ratings bump when he came back from that suspension over the Charlie Kirk comments. And then he's right back down in the crapper as far as the ratings go. So they had a little bump and now back to no one cares. And Seth Meyers, no one would even know who Seth Meyers is. If you did one of those things where you walked around the street and you said, hey, who is Seth Meyers? They'd be like, I don't know. Is that the actor from Superbad or something? They wouldn't even know. Cher. Now we're talking about real relevant people in the celebrity world. Real wonderful, relevant people. Cher has said Trump is a loudmouth bigot. Didn't she sing a song called Half Breed? She had a hit song called Half Breed about a woman who is half white and half Indian. And she went out on stage not an ounce of American Indian blood in her, on a horse. I remember this video from the 70s, on a horse that looked like it was drugged to the hilt, dressed in Indian garb, but, sexy, with a little bikini top and bikini bottom and feathers in her hair and her. Look, even I know it was a different time. I get it. But you want to play that game of being a bigot, let's look at some of the things you've done over the course of the years. And that, I think, goes hand in hand with people like Jimmy Kimmel, who have done blackface. And, then there's Mark Ruffalo, Kerry Washington, and Glenn Close. The trifecta of imbeciles. Mark Ruffalo is always good. He's always got time to protest and give his take, his intelligent, educated take on things that are going on. And it's always the same. Yes, racist, this, that, the other thing. Just a typical uninformed lib. These three actors, Mark Ruffalo, Kerry Washington, and Glenn Close, joined the No Kings movement to protest Trump's actions, denouncing them as dictatorial. Oh, it's a dictatorial. Oh, gosh. Do these idiots understand that if Trump was a fraction of the dictator they profess that he is, they would not be allowed to say what they say? They wouldn't be allowed to have these giant protests. It's their right to do it. And Donald Trump and everyone else that could stop them, or that wouldn't stop them because they are constitutionally protected. They are allowed to protest. If any dictator worth his salt was doing a little dictating, they wouldn't allow people to badmouth them and protest against them. Donald Trump has never stomped on these people's rights. So if he is a dictator, Trump is one crappy dictator. And then Jane Fonda, Hanoi Jane, as she's still called decades later, the activist actress has continued to speak out against Trump's policies, especially regarding social issues, at events like the SAG Awards, the Screen Actors Guild Awards, another one of these award show dinosaur things that they put on to pat each other on the back and tell each other how marvelous they are, get up to the podium to accept a worthless award, and badmouth the United States of America, patriots, and politicians that they don't agree with. And Jane Fonda, as we know, photographed with her buddies, the North Vietnamese, back during the Vietnam War, when young American men were dying over there in Southeast Asia. She was photographed and videoed, filmed, sitting on an anti-aircraft gun, a North Vietnamese anti-aircraft gun that was used to shoot down American pilots who were either killed or put into POW camps in North Vietnam. That the horror stories to this day continue and just chills down your spine. And she's sitting on one of those guns laughing with the North Vietnamese. Now, regardless of what you think of that war, what have you, it was a war we were in. Young men were being sent off to fight and die. And having this this piece of trash go over there and turn the screws on the families of these young men, their memory, or the people that are in POW camps at that very moment. And she's laughing with the North Vietnamese sitting on an anti-aircraft gun. So I don't really take what she says with much credence. Yeah, those are your Hollywood celebrities, your celebrated, wonderful people. from Tinseltown. Oh, how the mighty have fallen. All right, people. My show, of course, here on WABC Radio is Sunday evening, 8 to 11. Ding, 8 to 11 p.m. Eastern Time. Join me, won't you? And have a great day. And remember, your First Amendment. Use it. Whip it out.
Thanks for listening to Whipping It Out with Anthony Cumia. If you like the podcast, share it with your friends and listen anytime at WABCRadio.com and download the WABC Radio app. Hit that subscribe button on all major podcast platforms. Plus, follow WABC on social on Instagram, TikTok, Facebook, and X. See you next time for a new episode so you never have to wonder.
What the heck is going on here?